All the world today knows that we are here and we are standing before the forces of power in the state of Alabama saying we ain't gonna let nobody turn us around. We have no alternative but to keep moving with determination. We've gone too far now to turn back. And in a real sense, we are moving and we cannot afford to stop because Alabama and because our nation has a date with destiny.
Eric, who's the lead in the receiving department, he was the one that came to me and asked me about the union. Actually, it was the night before I got fired that he asked me. He asked me, had I been to any of the union meetings? I told him yes. He asked me, well, what did they talk about? I said, well, Eric, to be honest with you, I said, it's not the union people that are doing the talking, it's the employees that's doing the talking, and they're listening.
We had to just sit back and stop being mousy about it and just own up to the fact that we knew we were not being treated fairly. We knew that we were being paid less than the white workers, and we knew we were being passed over for positions.
She couldn't handle it, so they switched her to a department still supervisor, and they gave us another supervisor, which they hired outside the plant instead of posting a job inside the plant, because some of us would have applied for the job. Right. And when they brought Becky in as our new supervisor, I had to train her. But she never learned the machine.
I know that one white guy in particular, he started as a temp, became a lead in about 2 months. And I asked him one day, I seen him coming out the door that the supervisors come out of. And I asked him, I said, John, what's your title? He said, warehouse manager. I said, when did that job come available? He said, they made the job for me. Which anybody else that wanted a job at that particular time, they had jobs posted that you had to bid on. Because his skin was a little bit lighter than mine, they just gave him a job, and I think he's making like $35,000 or $40,000 a year.
They need to respect their workers. They need to know how to talk to their workers. Now, they have sent their supervisors to class to teach them how to talk to their employees. But it don't help them.
I mean, you can be sick and he'll still make a joke about it. You know, Charlene was pregnant, crying, working 10 hours. The only thing he told her was, if you're going to labor, we'll get some hot water. I mean, that's not funny, you know, and you couldn't never talk to him.
My supervisor told one of the workers in our department last week that New Era doesn't pay us to talk.
Because their rules is different from our rules. At night, you know, things they can do, we couldn't do. Because our supervisor said we couldn't do it. If they come sit on their break and read the newspaper on our break, we couldn't read them books at all. Point blank, period.
Some really talk to you like you're their like they would talk to their child.
And I feel like New Era just think that they're dealing with a bunch of dumb black people. That's why they do what they do here. It may be different in New York, but the makeup of the company is different in New York.
What happened on the day that y'all voted for the union? What did the factory do? How did they respond?
Well, we had a banner.
They had a big banner
Say
outside.
vote
No.
We had a movie
And
said.
you know that was a no-no.
They had a movie said if you vote yes for for New Era, you cannot get food stamps. I'm not on food stamps, but you can't get food stamps. You can't get help for no government assistance.
Lord, I wish I can.
The goons will come after you. The teamster was seeing somebody to harm your family, all that, and I was like, that was in one of their movies that the union was seeing they said goons, a gangster, to come harm you and your family. What? Yes, they did. And every movie, everybody that was in all the movies was black. Everybody was black.
That's what Tim Fear did. He came down.
All their movies had black people, and you didn't see no white.
Oh, y'all, did y'all see in one of those videos, I don't forgot which one it was, but I guess they thought wasn't nobody paying attention, but I've been watching them. I was watching them like a hawk. I was taking little notes and everything. They had a camera set on that TV while we was in there. And they were revolving around, you know, so they could look at it.
That's when Tim Fear was doing like this, like to get the people up. He kept doing like this, like get up. That's what he was doing. And I was looking right up.
They had a little camera. It was revolving around on that TV. Little gray camera on that TV, just going around watching everybody.
And he was standing up. He was looking like he kept doing this, like get up. He was like bucking his eyes, looking like, is you up? That's how he was looking at everybody.
Yeah, like on our shift, we have a dude on our shift that he have a bad heart, and he have this disease or something where he'll fall asleep.
Yeah, he had a sleep. He had narcolepsy.
Yeah, so he fell asleep, and they told him if you fall asleep one more time, you fired.
They all came down. They all came down talking against them.
It was mandatory films, and even when they sent different ones in to view the film, they would split up ones in different departments with different personalities. They felt like someone that wasn't as strong opinion about it would affect somebody else that was not, so they split them up and they wouldn't even let them go. Whereas before they would send them at departments at a time, but then they start picking out the ones with the strong opinions.
They passed out a fact sheet that listed several what they call facts, and they said that it was $1,000 reward for anybody that could bring them information proving that something on that fact sheet was not true. One of the employees did, but they didn't give her $1,000.
Did they fire her later on?
Yeah, they fired her. If the union was not so good or such a bad thing, why do you have a union at your Durban facility? You say you have a great relationship with them. Okay. That's contradicting what you're telling the employees here in Mobile. Union's bad. They're not going to benefit the company. It's not going to benefit you and your family.
And that what the people at New Era want is the ability to feed their families, to have insurance for their families.
One job.
We want to be getting some of that money where they're getting 6-7 figure salaries. Some of these people are earning $13,000, and you got children you got to feed over there. What do you do? Go in the grocery store and say, okay, I guess I'll buy milk or I'll get my child medicine. And God knows, don't have a child that's really sick. You are up a creek.